Hey there, welcome to my channel, Messes with Michelle. If you're returning, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Michelle. So today's video, I'm sharing with you kitchen gadgets from HomeSense that are under $10. I love going to HomeSense, and I found a few kitchen gadgets that sparked my interest to see if they're actually effective and they work. But I wanted to keep it very minimal. I didn't want to spend too much just in case these didn't work out, so I just kept the budget under $10 for each product. So I'm going to test them out with you for the first time on camera and crossing my fingers that these are worth the buy. So let's jump in and see exactly what I picked up from HomeSense. So the first item I'm going to test out are these pot lifters. These are cute little farm animals, and they're supposed to prevent your pot from boiling over when you have something in it, which I do find happens quite often, especially when I'm boiling pasta. So these were $6.99, and I'm gonna see if they fit my pot lid, if they prevent boiling over, and just see overall if they're worth the buy. So let's just go to the sink and fill the pot and get the boiling water started. While I'm waiting for the water to boil for my pasta, I'm going to test out another product that I'm actually pretty excited about. So this is from the same company as the pot lid lifters, and this here is just a strainer for your cans. So if you have tuna or any sort of can that has a liquid where you have to drain out before you actually use the product, this is supposed to help that process to make it a lot easier and less of a mess. So here's the strainer out of the packaging, and it has a little spatula connected in the front. You just take out, so when you're not using the spatula, it just goes right back in here and you can store it away, which is actually pretty convenient. And this is what the back looks like. So I'm gonna open up my tuna can and see how well this works. I have my tuna can open, and I just want to show you what I would normally do if I had this without the strainer. So I just keep the lid on, then I press it down, and I just keep squeezing the lid so this way all the pressure is on the tuna, so all the water comes out in the liquid. So that's what I would normally do. But now that I have the strainer, I'm going to see how well it works. So there's quite a bit of liquid in here, so I'm trying not to spill it. So you can see it's quite liquidy, so there's quite a bit of water that needs to be strained out. And I like to have my tuna nice and dry, so this way it doesn't get really mushy when I make my tuna salad. So here we go. I'm going to place this inside the tuna can, and it actually has a good fit. You can see that there's not too much room on the edges. And then I'm going to take it, I'm going to take these two sides, and I guess you just press it. And let me get you closer up so you can actually see what's going on inside the can. All right, so I'm starting to press, and you can see that all the liquid is getting pushed to the top of the strainer, which is exactly what I want. So now I'm gonna just tip it over and just keep on straining. So I'm just gonna keep a little bit more pressure, and there's actually quite a bit of liquid still left in there. So I'll press it one more time, just to get as much liquid as possible out. It looks like that has done the trick. So here's what the tuna looks like afterwards. So it looks really nice and dry. So I'm going to take my spatula, which was conveniently provided with this, and then you can just scrape out the contents, which is actually pretty amazing. Like, I like this product. It's very convenient, a lot easier getting a nice dry tuna, and this way you don't have any mushy sandwiches. All right, so I have a nice boil going on the pot, and normally what I'll do when I put my pasta inside the pot is I'll put it on an angle of the lid, so this way I have a lot of the steam escaping, so this way it does not boil over. But for today, I'm gonna try these pot lid lifters to see if they're just as effective. So I'm gonna add my pasta and then put the side lifter on. To use this product, it's pretty straightforward. All you have to do is place the pig on the edge of your pot, and the slit at the bottom of the pig was large enough to fit around my pot, and there was a bit of extra room. So I just placed it on the edge of my pot, and then I'm going to place my lid on top. As soon as the pasta water started to boil, even with the little pig on the side of the pot lifting up the lid, it did not prevent it from boiling over. So unfortunately, the little pig did not perform very well for this test, and I still had a boil over boiling my pasta water. If you're like me, I love using fresh garlic in my cooking, but I hate chopping garlic. I have the traditional garlic press, but I wanted to find something a little bit more convenient. So while shopping at HomeSense, I found a new product to hopefully help speed up chopping up my garlic. This is the Garlic Zoom, and it costs just under $7, and it's supposed to help chop up your garlic more effectively and efficiently by using this small little device with little blades inside, and you just have to roll to chop. Before loading the garlic into the Garlic Zoom, you're going to have to peel the garlic. Now that I have my garlic peeled, the next thing to do is load the garlic into the Garlic Zoom. There's these small little doors on the side of the Garlic Zoom, and you just open them up and you place your garlic inside, and the Garlic Zoom can hold up to 3 cloves of garlic. Garlic now loaded, all you have to do is roll the Garlic Zoom back and forth, and that will activate the little blades inside to start chopping. So I did speed up the video just a bit, but I was rolling back and forth with the Garlic Zoom, and I could see right away that it started to chop up the garlic. When you're finished chopping with your Garlic Zoom, all you have to do is flip it upside down, give it a few taps, and this way all the garlic will begin to fall to the bottom of the Garlic Zoom and loosen up around the edges, so they fall into these little doors, and you just unhinge the doors, and then you have perfectly chopped garlic once you're finished. I really love the Garlic Zoom. It was quick, it was convenient, and I can chop 3 garlic cloves at a time. If you wanted to save time at chopping garlic, definitely check out the Garlic Zoom. I really like the fact that I can just speed up the time by having 3 cloves rather than 1 when I use my traditional garlic press. So this is something I definitely will be using in the future when I'm cooking. The pasta water just finished boiling, so now I'm going to use my brand new collapsible strainer. This strainer here just costs $6.99, and it's actually a great size, and it collapses into itself. So this way you have a nice, clean, sleek colander or strainer when you want to store it away in your cupboards. So I'm going to test it out, see how well it does with straining my pasta water and seeing how well it stores. The strainer was effective, it drained the water from the pasta, and it is actually really great because I can collapse it and store it really easily inside the cupboard. Over the past few months, I've been making fresh smoothies every single morning, and I absolutely love them, but the cleanup is always difficult, especially when I'm using a straw. The straw gets all like gross and it's hard to clean, and sometimes you can't even get all the stuff out of it very easily. So I wanted to find something to fix that, and I found exactly what I was looking for. So I picked up this travel kit from Good Grips, and this is a reusable straw and cleaning set, which is actually perfect for what I'm looking for. So I'll open it up and I'll show you exactly what's inside this box. The travel kit is actually very inexpensive, and it comes with 2 straws that are made of metal, and it also has a little cleaning brush to clean inside the straw. The one thing that I like about this product, it has the rubber around the edge of your straw, so this way when you're drinking, you're not hitting your teeth on metal, and when you're finished with your straw, you can clean out the straw conveniently with this little cleaning brush. And I know from past experience, not having this little brush makes it so hard to clean out straws, so it's definitely something I will be using in the future when I'm cleaning out my straw. And when I'm not using it, I can just pop it back in the travel pack and then store it away with ease. The next couple of products I'm going to share with you are lids that are reusable, but they're not the traditional lid that you normally get with your plastic containers or Tupperwares. The first one I'm really excited to try. I've always wanted to try this. This is a beeswax cover. So it uses the warmth and the pressure of your hand to seal the beeswax onto your container. And they're reusable, they're eco-friendly. So I'm gonna try them out and I'm gonna put my pasta into a dish and see how well these perform. So I have my pasta in the container and I'm gonna use my beeswax now to wrap the pasta, to put it in the fridge. And I'm reading the back of the packaging and the wraps are 100% cotton, but it feels like there's a beeswax on the outside of the actual wrap. So when you touch them, you feel like that waxy feeling on your fingers. So they're actually really, really pretty, very decorative. So this is what they look like. So they're very pretty, very nice pattern design. And there's a small and medium and large. So I'm gonna use the medium one because I think this would be a good fit for this particular container. So this is the size. So you, as I mentioned, you can feel a bit of a wax on your fingers as you're using this product. So this is, I think, the medium size. So all you have to do is take it, place it on top of your container, and they said it's supposed to use the pressure of your fingers and the warmth to seal your container. Following the directions, I was using the warmth of my hand to press the wrap around the container, and that's supposed to help adhere the wrap to your container. So I was doing this really slowly, but as I was going through the process, I found that it wasn't really adhering to the container very well. I could pick up the wrap very easily, so it didn't have a very tight seal. I was just trying to wrap my container. Off camera, I tested wrapping the beeswax around a vegetable, and that actually worked a lot better. I just had a turnip and I wrapped the beeswax around it, and for some reason it just worked a lot more effectively and it was able to have a better seal. So I would think I would probably use this for just wrapping vegetables and maybe not so much for containers because I didn't feel like it had a really good tight seal around the container. So keeping on the theme of food wrapping lids, I have another set of lids I want to try, and these are made of silicone and they're supposed to be able to be stretched up 2 times their size. So I have a container that I'm going to try fitting a small size on, and then I'm going to see how well they stretch out on other size containers. In total, you'll receive 4 pieces of the reusable food wraps. You'll get 1 small, 2 medium, and 1 large food wraps. They're all BPA free, and it's also advertised that these wraps are dishwasher, refrigerator, freezer, and microwave safe. The covers create an airtight seal, so I wanted to start off by using the smallest size to see if I can stretch it out 2 times the size, and second, if I'm able to create a nice airtight seal around my container. The food wrap was able to be stretched out, but just not enough to have a nice secure seal on the outside of the container because it kept popping off the top. So I upgraded to the medium size, and this actually did the trick. After switching over to the medium, I was able to have a nice coverage on top of my container. I gave a few squeezes around the edges to make sure that the wrap was nice and tight, and I was able to do a flip test to see how well and secure the cover was on the container, and it was sealed really tightly and the food did not fall out when I flipped it upside down. Well, that wraps up this week's video, and I hope you had fun just seeing the products that I purchased and to see how they operated. And it was just nice to be able to have really budget-friendly gadgets to test. And there's a few hit and misses. I definitely love the garlic zoom and the tuna can strainer. Those will definitely be used a lot in this kitchen. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are new here and that notification bell to remember every time I upload a new video. So I'll catch you in my next video when I upload next. Thanks for watching. Bye.